We left off last night with Sheeple. That one I got pretty deep. Pretty deep. I really like getting into the government stuff. But I seen this and I kind of wanted to continue down that rabbit hole. Dirty money. It just seems like it's on the same topic. So I might as well kind of keep the flow going. If that's what this is about, I mean, just using common sense here. Let's dive right in. Straight off the bat, we're just gonna go right off of the bars, the visuals, the outfits, everything that goes into a song. That yeah, whether it's CGI, it's real, doesn't matter. We're just gonna start off with everything. Uh, he's in front of the White House in piles. Look how far back the money goes. And the pile of money is all the way back to the White House. Look, the money's even on top of the White House. That's crazy. And then we got kilograms of gold bars. Gold bars are 1,000 grams. They're actually 999.9. There's actually no such thing as a 1 kilogram gold bar. If you didn't know. True fact. True fact. Search it up. Let's get into it. Dirty money. I'm curious what they have to say. What he has to say. I'm gonna try my best to let him rap because I interrupt a lot. But this time I'm gonna let it play more and then go back versus pausing. Hopefully that will make a difference.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer and the freedom fighters. I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning, then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black masks, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who had tag always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't.
I got to. Hey, look, at least we got to 41 seconds. Okay. So he first started off by saying, "Hey, we're basically making money off of a Black Lives Matter movement. Only when someone basically dies, they're exploiting you." And then he jumps to using the media and news to get rich overnight. Let me just hit this back. And then on top of that, he ends. If anyone's familiar with he mentioned Pfizer. Pfizer is the he's talking about COVID-19. This has to be this. I don't know how do I say it? This video had to have been made back when COVID was around because Pfizer was the main company that made all of the vaccines to the COVID-19 vaccine, which was killing everybody. So we're going to give you the sickness and then also give you the cure. And then he mentioned Amazon making millions off of sanitizer and black masks. So they're making money off of you being sick, insurance companies, hospital visits, pharmaceutical companies getting money off of you being sick. Then they give you the cure. They make money off of that, the insurance claims, and then off of Amazon selling all the masks and gloves. It's just dirty money. Yo, listen to this. This is deep.
Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap.
That's called ad revenue. That's like comparing a human body, no matter the ethnicity, a human body to an advertisement. That's like ad revenue. They make money off of you. So it's like you dying, they're exploiting it as a movement and making it an advertisement so everybody will pay to pitch in because it's some type of huge ordeal when we have millions of people who are sick and dying every single day. But they're making it at like an, yeah.
In the ads while they broadcast news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segment sponsored by Pfizer and the freedom fight.
And that's when he's talking about we got you know people who are sponsored by Pfizer. These people are getting paid by these trillion-dollar corporations and the pharmaceutical companies that create the vaccines for the illness that they actually give you. They said that COVID-19 was created from some type of laboratory when something got loose from, basically it's bat, the actual animal. It came from a bat from a laboratory in China. I I don't believe, honestly, or know, or can confirm technically where COVID came from. But my personal experience with just the knowledge of how our country works, everything is an inside job. So I'm not saying that other countries can't be in on it. I know other countries hate the shit out of us. But to be honest with you, I have, if I had to choose, I would say we brought COVID to ourselves and spread it to other countries. Just keeping it real. But you never know. It could have actually, came from China. Who knows?
Fighters, I feel like the left just plants them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning, then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding, make $1 million off of shirts that say "Let's go Brandon." It's a cash grab, everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black mass, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas.
Isn't that funny? How terrorists always come from places that have oil or have gas. Yeah, man, isn't that crazy? Man, everyone just so happens to be an enemy that happens to have the stuff that we need. Man, that makes sense. Hey, guys, we're getting low on gas. Hey, look, Venezuela has oil. Yeah, we ought to go fuck with them. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say that I know everything that's going on in the media, but I will say this from a biased opinion off of how our country works. Uh, just keep in mind, keep an open mind. Listen to how he says it. Isn't it funny how it just so happens to be every terrorist happens to just so have oil and has gas? That's the shit we need. So take what I say with a grain of salt. We don't have to, if you disagree, that's okay. We can talk about it in the comments, or I can go live stream and we can talk about it that way.
Black mass, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse.
Wow. Hey, yeah, stop for the vets. Yeah, we got the Democrats who don't give a single shit, and who frown at anything that has to do with Christianity or even religion to begin with. And then on top of that, they're shouting out LGBTQ Rainbow Pride Month and all this crazy shit, 17 bathrooms, 28 genders, let's identify as a fucking toaster. And then we got, half of our military is stuck in a different country and their family and children are at home and nobody gives a single shit. On the Democrat side, according to political parties, I'm not a political person. I'll put it to you this way. My opinion on the political shit, I'm not involved. I'm the guy with the camera on the outside watching the two sides argue. I don't pick a side. If I could, I would actually leave this country and go find a remote island and start my own country. Um, if someone said, "Hey, man, if you had to leave USA, where would you go?" Somewhere where no one is. I would not go to a country at this point. I wouldn't choose one. It wouldn't be Europe, which is it's got a collection of different places. So I wouldn't choose Asia, Europe, the Middle East. I wouldn't choose South America, Africa, anywhere. I would find somewhere in in the middle of the Philippines of the Mediterranean Sea, somewhere out there that's like Barbados area. Like I would find an island that's just uninhabited and I would live off the island and wear a I would wear a loincloth at this point. America is just too much. Yeah. Yeah. I've learned my lesson on living amongst human beings.
Cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, four. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. They might kill me for the song, it's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence. A US politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an
Wow. You know what? No. Let's keep going. Sorry guys.
made every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets. Let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who
I like that. A lot of people in rap that I've noticed throughout the years, and let's just pretend it's not political or government ties in their music. He's talking about marijuana. A lot of people rhyme with marijuana in many of the similar same ways. Like I gotta and I wanna something marijuana wanna, and they're using the ana. He rhymes it with not rhyming at first and ends the bar with saying, "Let's be honest, marijuana. Let's be honest." I like that. That was different. This is totally off government topic. This is total bars. I'm speaking on bars. I'm trying to get back into the rap a little bit to give everybody a perspective of like normal rap shit. That was pretty good. Check it out.
is profit. Our prisons are privately owned. Illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets. Let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in a convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations. We have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in debt to China. We celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money.
I will say, this is probably one of the most profitable marketing genius strategies I have ever seen. And especially during the time, if this was made during the time of like when the shit was really happening, this is the most genius, even if it wasn't happening during the time. This right here is the most, and of course, with a lot of other songs, this is the most genius way or technique I've seen someone obtain their career and not only obtain it, dominate it, explode, and still walk the planet today safely. God bless Tom for his safety. This is genius. It's like going against the grain with the number one thing that everybody relates to, rap music. And notice how he mentioned in a lot of other songs is he doesn't care about uh appropriate culture. I forgot how he worded it, but he braids his hair on purpose. He does these things on purpose and purposely does everything on purpose. There's no accident. Everything is on purpose. It's a marketing strategy to trigger. Everything is a trigger. And then once you trigger someone, what happens? You get their attention. And when you get their attention, they're angry because they want to say something back. But because you can't talk to Tom through a screen, this is the triggered people. You got their attention, right? And now you're spitting the facts and basically exploiting all the bullshit that they're doing. And then all the people that agree, which would be the American people, who agree with Tom, are watching. Hey, why are all these people getting so triggered and fired up? What are they watching? And then all the citizens are like, hey, who's this guy? And then next thing you know, you have a fan base of all of these people who are like, yo, this is the truth. Our vets are over here stuck in a country stealing oil and shit, and they're just doing what they're told to do because they're good people and they have a family to provide for, and they don't know what's going on behind the scenes. They're just, they think that there's terrorists and they think that there's blah, blah, blah. 9/11 was an inside job, like all these things. This is crazy. And I got to stop here because I'm going to keep going. We're at 17 minutes. We're almost done with the video. Bless everybody who's here. I talk too damn much, but I know a lot about what's going on, and it makes me want to help uncover what he's really saying in his music.
Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money. Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money. The dollar runs our lives until we die. It's all about the money. It controls your mind and it controlling mine. Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profit solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
That was a great message, and I can tell that was directly how do I say this? Directly directed specifically at our country, specifically. Very hardcore. I love the fact that everything was exploiting on how we make money off of our own people and our own what's the word, like catastrophe or huge problems. The bars that he used were pretty simple bars, but that's the one thing that I will not be so harsh on, is as a lyricist myself, artist myself, videographer myself, engineer myself, producer myself, everything myself. I will say this video was well put together. The CGI was pretty good. Better than I can do for sure. This was done. This was done fairly well. The outfits were pretty dope. I like the fact that I actually I actually have these pants, the white ones. I actually have these. Um, I almost want to go get them right now so I can show you guys them. I have so they're the exact same thing, except I don't have this little circle or a rectangle tag thing right here. Is that exact same thing? They got the zippers on the side, white pants. Those are some dope pants. Um, yeah, this is dope. So yeah, so we're basically exploiting. He's like, yeah, I don't know if you noticed the bar talking about the pipeline leaks. Now the money's inflated and everybody gets laid off of their job because now and then the prices of gas goes up. But then we end up going to another country. Isn't it funny how the terrorists have everything that we need? So everything, each verse ties into another verse of like conspiracies, but they're not conspiracies. They're literally in plain sight. It's just the normal average citizen doesn't really think about these things because what can you do? Nobody speaks up, and if you speak up, what difference does it make, right? But Tom is in a place of power. He's a influencer. He's more than just a rapper. He has a voice. He has a voice, and he can speak for the people at this point. Um, just like Charlie Kirk was speaking for the people, and he got to the point where he was besides taking over the internet with music, he was traveling and doing the same thing and exploiting different things. Um, yeah, this is wonderful. Good bars, good lyrics, exploiting everything back to back to back to back. Visuals on point. I love the CGI. I love the black and white. The different shiesties. He's always got different shiesties on. Yeah, this is dope. Great song. Definitely, I'm just not gonna dive any deeper because I could make this extremely long. But overall, Dirty Money, this is a really dope song. I like it. I like what it's about. I like the message. I like how he delivered it. I like the CGI that went into it. Um, yeah, yeah, this is great. Definitely a government directed song. That's my intake on this. That's my perspective. Bars, I would say the way that he rhymed, the topic that he was on, the way that he rhymed it, I would say definitely a good 9. Fuck it, 10 because you have to stay on topic. You have to stay on topic and keep the same delivery of exposing the truth. Yeah, bars were a 10 for sure. Bars were a 10 because he was not only making facts, he was rhyming it in the most fluent way, like water. Yeah. Bars on fleek. Outfit, this is the most fleek outfit. Uh, Visuals, great job. Overall, great video, great job. The message was definitely given for sure. Uh, this right here was more than just exposing the truth. This was like shoving it down your face. I like that. Well done. Well done. I've never seen this before, ever in my life. And I haven't seen any of Tom's videos. All of these are first time reactions, 1000%. 1000%. When we get to Dax, that's different. When we get to NF, that's different. Falling in reverse, that's different. I've seen some things. So, other than that, real street sessions, Jig the Faded, aka Jeremy. I'm glad you guys are here. I got a lot of comments to get to, so guys, don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm just trying to crank out more videos, and then when I get a little bit, mentally tired, then that's when I start jumping into the comments and responding as fast as I can. You guys are awesome. I appreciate your time and your persistence of commenting and being so supportive. You guys mean the world. Peace out.